our nation's #1 song from Olenzak Field here in Decorah tonight as the home opener for the Decorah Vikings here this evening. As the South Winn Warriors, we heard from both head coaches, and we'll give you the Warrior lineup as they come to the plate here in the top half of the first inning. Leading off in left field is Jared Schrader. Batting second in doing the pitching tonight is Jordan Romas. Hitting third at shortstop, Ryan Hagman. Batting fourth, the catcher, Christian Clave. Hitting fifth at first base is Andre Walls. Hitting sixth and playing third base, Tyler Numedal. Batting seventh in right field, Trevor Schweinefus. Hitting eighth, the DH, Derek Pashusta. Pashusta will bat for the second baseman, Brendan Hageman. And batting ninth in center field will be Trayton Jacobson. So for the Warriors, it's Schrader in left, Romas the pitcher, Hageman at short, Clave the catcher, Walls at first, Numedal at third, Schweinefus in right, Pashusta the DH for Hageman the second baseman, and Jacobson will be the center fielder. And Decorah's Austin Ashbacker will get his first varsity start. The big left-hander saw some time last year on the JV. Talking to Coach Olenzak before the game and a few others around the program.
Tonight's game, Daryl Severson at the plate, Charlie Zahn on the bases. The battery for Decorah.
Consistency in the strike zone going to be the key for Austin. I guess you can argue that's the key for any pitcher, but if Austin can stay around the zone, he can be pretty effective. Jared Schrader bats from the left-hand side of the plate in the first pitch outside as we get going at 7:31. 1 ball, no strikes. Schrader off to a 3-14 start. He has South Winn's only home run and 3 RBI to this point. Ashbacker delivers and the pitch up again. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Daryl Severson calling the balls and strikes, and Charlie Zahn working the base pass here tonight. Austin ready in the 2-0 offering, up again for 3 balls, no strikes. Cole Sweska in left, Jake Hovden in center, Brighton Meyer in right. Dustin Carey at third, Colin Nimrod at short, at second base Brady Dolly, and Aaron Severson is at first. 3-0 taking all the way is Schrader, and he'll take a strike, and it's 3-1. Schrader, a young man that you want to keep off the base pass. He is 6 for 6 in the steal department to this point. 3-1 delivery, missed outside for ball 4. So Schrader walks to start the ball game, and the batter will be Jordan Romas, a 2-time All-State player for the Warriors. Romas will bat from the right-hand side against the left-hander Ashbacker. Kyle Kane behind the plate and Austin Ashbacker on the hill. The first pitch from Ashbacker is swung on and fouled straight back by Romas. No balls, 1 strike. Romas off to a 4 for 15 start this year with 2 doubles and 6 RBI. He has hit over 450 his last 2 seasons on the varsity. Runner goes, and a pickoff play. Severson caught the ball at first base but couldn't get the ball out of his glove. And Schrader ends up taking second base. That will be his 7th steal of the season. And Romas, who was among the state leaders in RBI a year ago, will have a runner in scoring position with nobody out. A momentary pause as the base became dislodged out at second. Now it's back in place. No balls, 1 strike, the count on Romas. Ashbacker delivers and the pitch off speed and low for 1 ball, 1 strike. So Austin with 6 pitches thus far, and 4 have been out of the zone. Stretch a look back at second, a second look at second, and the 1-1 to Roma swung on and missed. A slow breaking ball, and Romus was out in front. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Jordan Romus. No score here in the first inning. Schrader walked, then stole second. 1-2 to Romus, swung on and a ground ball foul. Head coach Ben Oberman makes the play in the third base box. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ben in his second year of coaching the Warriors, and it will be his final year of coaching the Warriors. He has a teaching job in the Washington, Iowa School District next year. Recent graduate of Luther College, helped out with the baseball program up there. Romus asked for time, and it's granted by the home plate umpire, Daryl Severson. Ashbacker and Keene perhaps going through another series of signs with the runner at second base. Normally it's Ashbacker on the receiving end and Keene on the delivery end. The pitch goes high. It is 2 balls, 2 strikes on Jordan Romus. No score, top of the first inning. Just underway in the county matchup here at Olensack Field, the home opener for Decorah this year. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Swung on, smack towards right center, and a base hit. Rounding third and scoring is Schrader on an RBI single by Jordan Romus, and it's a 1-0 lead for South Winn. Romus with 7 RBIs now in the first 6 games of the season. A walk, a steal, and a run scored. And Ryan Hageman will be the batter. Still nobody out here in the top of the first inning. Hageman off to a 188 start, and he has 3 RBI as well. Moved to first base to send Romus back diving to the bag. Romus with some pretty good wheels at first base. Qualified for state in 4 events at the state track meet. Fastball up from Austin. It is 1 ball, no strikes. He started 2 of the 3 batters with balls. Romus a good lead at first base. 2 looks over there, and Ashbacker will throw over there, and it's a close play, and Romus was back diving. Austin, being the left-hander, having the naturally deceptive motion. One 1-0 delivery, fastball up again. It's 2 balls, no strikes on Ryan Hageman. Kyle Keene now will go out and talk to Ashbacker to try to settle him down. Ben Oberman will take the opportunity to talk to Ryan Hageman in the box. Keene returns to behind home plate. We proceed with 2 balls and no strikes. Romus away from first. Ashbacker ready, the 2-0 to Hageman, swinging a foul, third base side, not a play. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hageman, the second left-hand hitter to face the left-hander Ashbacker. Two and 1 in the pitch. Missed outside with the fastball, and it's now 3-1 on Hageman. Christian Clave waiting his turn in the on-deck circle. Eric Severson beginning to warm up in the Decorah bullpen. 3-1 delivery inside corner taken for strike 2. And Ashbacker will try to climb the ladder back at 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1-0 South Winn on the RBI single by Jordan Romus to score Jared Schrader, who led off the inning with a walk. 3-2, sprayed down into left field, and that one will be a base hit. Romus will try to get to third. Throw from Sweska, not in time as the throw goes to third. Hageman up to second base, second and third. 1 in and nobody out here in the first inning. So Hageman with a double. Romus getting to third on the double, and Coach Olensack out of the dugout to talk to his infield and battery. The South Winn Warriors treating Austin Ashbacker rudely. For his varsity debut. This one just a pep talk from Coach Olenczak as he will make the return trip to the third base dugout. The batter will be Christian Clave. So far in the first 5 games, he's been the top hitter for the Warriors at 7 for 14, a .500 average with 2 RBI. Romas third, Hogman second, 1 in. Top of the first inning, a 1-0 lead for South Winn. Ashbacker delivers, pitch swung on and a ground ball towards short. Nimrod will make the play. He'll fire to first base to retire Clave. Romas will score. Hogman to third, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Warriors. Vikes had the infield playing back up the middle. They traded the run for the out. And Clave gets his third RBI of the season. Hogman at third, 2 in, 1 down for Andre Walls. Top of the first inning, a 2-0 lead for South Winn. First one, a curve low, is 1 ball, no strikes. Walls at 2-14, off to a 3 for 14 start in the first 5 games. Off-speed breaking ball taken for a strike, and it's 1-1. Ashbacker ready. 1-1 delivery, fastball up. 4-2 balls, 1 strike. Two and 1 the count. Austin with the 2-1 check swing. Did he go? Daryl Severson, the home plate umpire, said yes. As Walls tried to hold up on the swing but couldn't do it. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-0 South Winn, only 1 out here in the top of the first. Ashbacker ready, 2-2, fastball up. 4-3 balls, 2 strikes now. Ashbacker with the 3-2 swung on and missed at a pitch in the dirt. Kane looks the runner back and throws to first base to officially record the putout. With Ryan Hageman staying at first or at third base on the plate. Ashbacker gets his first strikeout. Runner at third, 2 down, 2 in. Warriors up by a 2-0 margin. And Tyler Numedal will be the batter. 9 for 16, 3 doubles, 8 RBI to this point. So an early season average of .563 for Numedal, and he'll swing and tap one right back to Ashbacker, who will run towards first and give an underhand toss to Aaron Severson to retire the side. So the Warriors in the first inning will score 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the first inning. It is a 2-0 lead for South Winn. The fourth will come to the plate, and they will bat this way. Vikes already with the 2-run mountain to climb. This will be the lineup. Leading off the shortstop, Alan Nimrod. And second in center field, Jake Hovden. Hitting third, the catcher, Kyle Kane. Fourth, the pitcher, Austin Ashbacker. Field, Cole Sweska. Hitting 6th. At second base is Brady Dolly. 7th in right field, Brighton Meyer. Batting 8th at third base, Dustin Carey. And Batting ninth, the designated hitter Sean Truan. Truan will spend Aaron Severson. The lineup will face Jordan Romas. Romas, 1-0 on the season, had a 2-hit shutout, walking no one and striking out 9 in the season opener against Wapsie Valley. First pitch low to Colin Nimrod, 1 ball, no strike. Nimrod 6 for 8 season with a double and 2 RBI. Pitch to Collins, swinging a foul. Back to the screen, 1 ball, 1 strike. Jared Schrader in left, Trayton Jacobson in center, Trevor Schwanefus in right. Tyler Newman at third, Ryan Hageman at short. Brendan Hageman at second, Andre Walls at first. Pitch at the letters, outside edge for a strike, and it's 1-2. Christian Clave will be the catcher, and Jordan Romas will be the pitcher. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the first. Romas delivers and the pitch low. It is 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Romas ready with the 2-2, fastball high and tight. So Romas goes full on Colin Nimrod. Romas is a junior. As an 8th grader, he tossed a 3-hitter against Decorah, and the 3-2 inside for ball 4. So just like the top of the first inning, the Vikings leadoff runner in the bottom of the first inning gets a walk to start things, and Jake Hovden will be the batter. Jake swinging at the stick to this point, 8 for 15, a double and 4 RBI. Squares the bunt, pulls the bat back, pops one left side. Tyler Newman at third base, retreating into foul ground, will make the catch. And there is 1 down here in the first inning. So a runner at first and nobody out. Or a runner at first and 1 down, rather. And Kyle Kane will be the batter. Kyle struggling with the stick thus far, just 3 for 16 on the season. Pitch to Kyle is outside for 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch out of the zone once again. It is 2 balls, no strikes. Almost ready, 2-0 outside again for 3 balls, no strikes. So Jordan having a tough time finding the zone here early on as well. Right away from first, Romas comes set, 3-0. Kyle takes all the way and takes high for ball 4. A couple of walks have put the Vikings in business here in the first inning. Nimrod second and Keene at first, and Austin Ashbacker will try to help his own cause. Austin 3 for 17 with the stick to this point. He has 3 RBI. Newball even with the bag at third. They'll play behind the runner at first. Austin squares to bunt, looks at a strike, 0-1. Austin had to take the time to sign that time. Coach O basically telling him to wait for a strike. 0-1 delivery. That one sails high for 1 ball, 1 strike. So Romas racking up the pitches here in inning number 1. This will be his 15th pitch, and 9 have been out of the zone. Foul, third base side. And Romas now ahead of Ashbacker, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Romas has more walks here in a third of it in his season opening victory against Friday night. Austin hit by the pitch, and that'll load him for Cole Sweska. Sweska coming off a 3 for 4 night in game 2 of the doubleheader. Ashbacker will get the courtesy runner of Bryce Pierce. Cole Sweska 6 for for 16 with an RBI. Or so it appears. Bases loaded, one down. Out of the first inning, a 2-0 lead for South Winn. Foul back to the screen. Ball one strike. Almost with a new baseball, kicks and deals. The 0-1 swung on and missed at some hard high heat. And it is 2 strikes. Brady Dowdy waiting his turn on deck. 0-2 delivery, swing and a foul at the plate. Staying alive at 0-2. Jordan kicks and deals. The 0-2 delivery swung on and missed at a pitch in the dirt. Nimrod sneaks down the line, now hustles back to third base. Second out of the strikeout for Romans. On the board for Decorah. Valley 3-11. And 2 doubles, 2 RBIs. Those doubles and RBIs came from last night's game. For last night's playing date, he had a double and an RBI in both games. As Dolly pops one in the middle of the infield, and a running grab is made by the second baseman, Brendan Hageman, directly behind the mound, and out of the score. 2 walks, a hit by a pitch, but the Vikes leave 3. As we head to the top of the second inning, it is pulling South Winn. Top of the second inning we go. It's a 2-0 lead for South Winn. An RBI single by Jordan Romas and an RBI ground out by Christian Clave. Vikes load him. Probably more accurately, Jordan Romas loaded the bases for the Vikes in the bottom of the first inning. But he got a strikeout and a pop out to end the threat. It'll be hitters 7, 8, and 9 for South Winn here in the second. Here is Trevor Schweinefus to start the inning. He is 0 for 2 on the season. He does have 2 stolen bases. He got a late start on baseball because he's a pretty good golfer. As Schweinefus looks at a strike from Ashbacker, 0-1. Trevor was 12th in Class 2A at the state golf meet, competed last weekend in Livermore. 0-1 outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. The Vikes are back to their full allotment of players as Brett LaRue joins the team for the first time tonight. 1-1, swung on, popped up, foul, third base side, and out of play. So it is 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two, curveball taken at the letters for strike 3. So Ashbacker, after allowing the first 3 runners on, has settled down and retired the next 4. 1 down, nobody on for Derek Pashusta. A 2-0 lead for South Winn here in the top of the second inning. Pashusta 3 for 13 with an RBI. The South Winn DH right-hand hitter takes the pitch outside from Ashbacker. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch swung on and a ground ball towards second on 1 hop to Brady Dally on to Severson at first, and quickly 2 up, 2 down here in the second inning. And the number 9 batter in the lineup will come to the plate. That is Trenton Jacobson, a .250 hitter with 3 RBI on the campaign. Another left-hand hitter against the left-hander Ashbacker, and he'll look at a strike, 0-1. So Austin looking for an easy inning after a rough top of the first. 0-1 delivery, fastball blew it by him, swinging and missing his Jacobs. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. Ashbacker ready, kicks and deals. The 0-2 offering, a curveball low and in. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ashbacker gets the sign from Kyle Kane. Comes set, and the 1-2 swing a foul back. And the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes on the number 9 hitter in the South Wind lineup. The RBIs in the first inning for South Wind, Jordan Romas, an RBI single. And an RBI ground out by Christian Clave. 1-2, curveball taken for strike 3. So, Ashbacker with 2 strikeouts in the frame. And the Warriors go down in order. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the second. It's 2-0 South Wind. Fifth inning we go, a 3-0 lead for South Wind, trying to go to 6-0 on the season. They scored 2 in the first inning on a Jordan Romas RBI single and a Christian Clave RBI groundout. Christian Clave an RBI sacrifice suicide squeeze in the third inning to score Jared Schrader. And that's where we stand. Schrader has done his job as a table-setting leadoff man today. Schrader walked, stolen base, scored in the first, hit by a pitch, stole the base, scored in the third. Austin starts him with the strike, 0-1. In fact, the Warriors sent 6 to the plate in the first and the third and were retired in order in the second and the fourth. Pitch outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Austin with pitch number 76 on the night. Pitch goes low. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Two-one ground ball to the right side. Takes a funny hop on Dolly and caroms over his head, and it is shallow right center for a base hit. I think that hit the lip of the infield grass and the infield dirt. Dolly was right on the play, but was unable to make the play after a funny hop. Third hit of the night for the Warriors, and Schrader on at first base once again, and Ashbacker throws over there to keep him honest. Warriors have stolen in this situation the first 2 times through the order. Ashbacker throws low to Romas, and it gets by Kyle Kane all the way back to the screen. Schrader with a big turn at second base, but he'll stay put right there. First wild pitch among numerous pitches that have been in the dirt tonight. Romas was squaring to bunt, and now, with the runner in scoring position, you let a great RBI producer swing away. The next pitch goes high. It's 2-0 on Jordan Romas, the talented junior for South Wind. 2-0, well high from Austin. It's 3 balls, no strikes. Eric Severson had been warming up, and he's going to do so once again now. The 3-0 taking all the way and taking a strike is Romas. It's 3-1. Away from second is Schrader. And Austin who wasn't on the rubber, whirls and bluffs a throw back there. Schrader back to the bag diving. 3 balls, 1 strike. Dolly ready, 3-1 well high for ball 4. So Ashbacker allows the first 2 on here in the 5th. The Vikings are ready with a 3-run mountain to climb. And Ryan Hageman will be the batter. Doubled the left in the first, walked in the 3rd. So Ashbacker in another jam here in the 5th. The first pitch sails high. It's 1 ball, no strikes. To this point, obviously not including the Hageman at bat, the top of the order has done its job for South Winn. 8 plate appearances for the top of the order, and 7 times they have reached. The only time they have been retired was a Jordan Romas flyout back in the 3rd. Coach Olenczak out of the 3rd base dugout to talk to Ashbacker. Severson is done warming up. He's ready to go if necessary for Decorah. Pitch count getting up there for Austin as well. As he's about ready to toss his 84th pitch for the moment. Austin will stay in the game. Three 3-0 South Winn, and threatening for more here in the 5th. Ashbacker, a look around the base pass, and a 1-0 is swung on and fouled away. 3rd base side not a play. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Severson back to warming up. His longest outing was the other night where he threw 5 1/3 in the 15-9 loss to Key High. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hageman bunts right in front of the plate. It rolls into foul ground, and Kane covers it up there. For 1 ball, 2 strikes. Christian Clave, who has 2 of the 3 RBI for South Winn. He's in the on-deck circle. 3 hits for South Winn, 2 hits for Decorah. Errors even at 1. And the stat that counts, South Winn leads it 3-0. 1-2 from Ashbacker. Breaking ball low and in the dirt once again. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two and 2 the count in the pitch. Swing and a foul at the plate. Hageman is retired since first base was occupied with less than 2 outs and the runners stay put. It's only the 2nd time in 9 at-bats for the top 3 men in the order for South Winn that Ashbacker has retired them. Schrader second, Romas first. Clave to the plate with 1 out. 3-0 South Winn here in the 5th. Clave an RBI ground out in the 1st and an RBI sacrifice suicide squeeze in the 3rd. Curveball inside. It got by Kane, and the runners move up 90 feet. Second wild pitch of the inning for Ashbacker. It'll go as a wild pitch because it was in the dirt first, but got to feel Kyle Kane might be frustrated with himself for not getting in front of that one either. Infield up for Decorah. 1-0 pitch to Clave is low and in. It's 2 balls and no strikes on Christian Clave. A 3-0 lead, and the Warriors looking for more here in the 5th. Ashbacker will look around the base pass and the 2-0, swinging a foul at the plate. It is 2 balls, 1 strike. Eric Severson continuing to work in the Decorah bullpen. I think he'd be ready to go if needed at this moment. In fact, he's slowing down his warm-up tosses, in fact, quitting them. 1. Down Broadway for a strike, and it's 2-2. Thought perhaps there, with the count in your favor, might have seen another squeeze play opportunity once again, but to no avail. The 2-2 delivery, ground ball towards short. Nimrod won't have a play at home. He'll throw across the diamond to retire Clave. Schrader will score. Romas up to third. It's 4-0 South Winn. So Clave now with 3 RBI on the night. He has more than doubled his in-game total for the first, or his in-season total for the first 5 games of the season. Came in with 2 and has 3 tonight. Andre Walls swings and misses at an Ashbacker curve, 0-1. Walls has struck out twice, both times swinging, once in the first, once in the third. A 4-0 lead for South Winn. Here's ground ball to the right side. Dolly will pick it up. He'll throw on base, and that's that for the 5th. A hit, a run, and 1 left. Bottom of the 5th. Stretch time here in Decorah. It is...
We invite you to stand, stretch, and sing along with Darren Swenson.
Bottom of the 5th inning we go. It's a 4-0 lead now for South Winn. The top of the order has been very effective for South Winn, reaching base 7 of the 9 times, scoring all 4 of their runs, having all 4 of South Winn's hits, or all 3 of their hits, I should say. And their cleanup hitter, Christian Clave, has 3 RBI here on the night. Colin Nimrod, top of the order, will try to start a rally against Jordan Romas, who has had the better of Decorah here in the first 4 innings. First pitch outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Colin walked in the first and popped to second in the second. Fly ball left field, and that one's going to be over the head of Schrader. And one hopping against the fence. Nimrod chugging for second. He'll be in there with a head first slide. Schrader did not have a good read on that ball, and it kept carrying to left field. The Vikes with 3 hits tonight, and all have been for extra bases.
Center fielder Jake Covden.
A runner at second, nobody out. Jake Covden will be the batter. Jake 0 for 2, fouled to third in the first, fouled to the pitcher in the third. But all even with the bag at third, everybody else back as the pitch high and tight to Hovden. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 from Romas. Swung on a fly ball out to right center field, and that one is going to land for a base hit. Nimrod will stay put at third. He had to wait and see if Jacobson or Schweinefus would get to that ball. That's the first single of the 4 hits that Decorah has tonight. And the Vikes have him at the corners with nobody out. Are they perhaps figuring out something against Romas they didn't figure out the first 2 times through the order?
The catcher, Kyle Kane.
First and third, nobody out. Kyle Kane, the batter. He walked in the first. He doubled the left in the third. First pitch out of the zone from Jordan. 1 ball, no strikes. Series of signs from Coach O in the third base box. Romas out of the stretch and move to first base will send Jake back diving to the bag. Four, 3-1 for South Winn. 0-4-1 for Decorah. Hovden away from first base. Romas comes set. Runners stay put, and now Romas does the old fake to third, fake to first play. And Kyle steps out of the box. Romas comes set. 1-0 delivery. Swung in a pop-up foul. Right side and out of play. So it's 1-1 on Kyle Kane. Decorah trying to dent the scoreboard for the first time tonight. They trail it 4-0. They've trailed since the first. Warriors with 2 in the first, 1 in the third, and 1 in the fifth. 1-1 delivery, a curveball that's inside. 2 balls, 1 strike on Kyle Kane. Hovden away from first. Runner goes, pitch outside. And Romas is going to get called for a balk there. He quick pitched. He came set, did not pause for a second, came to the plate. Home plate umpire Daryl Severson calls the balk that'll allow Nimrod to score. Hovden to reach second. It's a 4-1 ball game, and it's still a 2-1 count on Kyle Kane. So Kane will bat with a runner in scoring position and a swing and a foul at the plate. And it's 2-2. Hovden a lead at second. Romas a pause. 2 looks at second and the 2-2. Ground ball left side underneath the glove of Numedal and into left for a base hit. Stopping at third is Hovden. And it's first and third still with nobody out. Now the tying run coming to the plate for the Vikings in the person of Austin Ashbacker. And Ben Oberman out of the first base South Wind dugout to talk to his infield and battery here. And it's just a pep talk for Romas. There's nobody warming up in the bullpen for South Wind. Conversations now done. Ashbacker to the plate. Austin hit by a pitch in the first, struck out looking in the third. A balk brings home the first run for Decorah. Decorah leading by a 4-1 margin. Romas comes set, pitch outside to the baby bull. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitcher against pitcher matchup here. As Decorah with 3 consecutive singles off of Romas after he only gave up 2 hits in the first 2 innings. 1-0, swinging a foul back to the screen. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Cole Sweska retrieving the ball from the on-deck circle. Handing it to the home plate umpire, Daryl Severson. Romas with a new baseball comes set. And the 1-1 delivery taken high on a breaking ball from Romas. It is 2 balls, 1 strike. Vikes showing some fight. They trail it 4-1. 2-1 delivery to Ashbacker. Hammer deep left center field. Retreating is the center fielder, Jacobson. He will make the catch, tagging and scoring easily from third is Hovden. Kane back to first. Lead cut in half. It's 4-2. Austin Ashbacker with his 4th RBI of the season. As that baby was smoked into center field, but Jacobson there to make the play.
Left fielder Cole Sweska.
Runner at first, 1 down, 2 in here in the 5th. And Andy Sinkink will now run at first base for Kyle Kane. This will be a courtesy runner.
Courtesy runner at first, number 5, Andy Sinkink.
Situation as Sweska will try to get out of his 0 for 2 here tonight. Sweska struck out swinging in the first, flew out to left in the third. Romas comes set in the pitch. A little bit outside. Didn't miss by much. 1 ball, no strikes. Sinking 3 steps off the bag at first. Held on there by Walls. The 1-0. Inside for 2 balls, no strikes. '77th pitch of the night for Romas right here. Here it comes, and the pitch outside. It is 3 balls, no strikes on Cole Sweska. Sinking off a first, 3-0 to Cole, taking all the way in. He'll take strike 1. Three balls, 1 strike on Sweska. Romas comes set in the pitch. Outside corner again, taken for strike 2. And it's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sinking the runner at first. He leads there. Romas comes set. Runner stays put. Pitch swung on, fouled back. And out of play. So Sweska will stay alive with the 3-2 count. Brady Dowley waiting his turn on deck. Romas comes set. A lead at first by Sinking, and the pitch outside corner, strike 3 call. Second strikeout of Cole Sweska. And the 5th strikeout on the night for Jordan Romas. Correction, the 6th strikeout on the night for Jordan Romas. Runner at first, 2 down for Brady Dolly. He'll look at the first one high, 1 ball, no strikes. Dolly popped to second in the first, struck out swinging in the 4th. 4-2 the lead for South Winn. Vikes with 2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Pitch a strike, it's 1-1. Ball and a strike to count. Romas ready, 1-1. Curve for a strike, and it's 1-2. Pretty tough look from Romas that time, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. A lead at first by Sinking for Kane. The 1-2 taken low. Romas wanted that one. It's 2-2. Deuce is wild on the Decorah second baseman. Romas comes set. 2-2, curveball missed outside. And now Sinking will be moving. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. 3-2 with 2 down. Romas comes set. 3-2 to Brady. Swinging a foul back. Sinking back to the track stance at first base. Vikes have battled at the plate quite a bit tonight, but Romas has won most of the fights. Romas comes set, another 3-2, ground ball up the middle, fielded at short by Ryan Hageman, and he'll tag the bag to retire the side. But Decorah gets on the board with 2 here in the 5th inning. 2 runs on 3 hits, and they leave a man. We head to the 6th inning. It is Decorah trailing South Winn by a 4-2 margin. (4-2). South Winn with the advantage as they look for some insurance here in the 6th. Warriors with 2 in the 1st.
Top half of the 6th for South Winneshiek.
1 in the 3rd and 1 in the 5th. And Decorah with their 2 in the 5th inning. Numedal, first ball swinging, bounces one over the head of Ashbacker, fielded by Dolly, throws to first base, and the throw is wild, but it wouldn't have gotten Numedal anyway. Once that one got over the head of the baby bull, Numedal was reaching, and Numedal, who had previously grounded out twice, is on for the first time tonight.
Right fielder Trevor Schweinefuss.
Runner at first, nobody out. Trevor Schweinefuss stands in for South Winn. Struck out looking in the 2nd, flew out to left in the 4th, and a fastball hits Schweinefuss right in the back. So 2 runners on with nobody out here in the 6th inning. And that is going to be it for Austin Ashbacker as Eric Severson will come in. I think this is just going to be a straight-up switch as Eric Severson will just come in to replace Austin Ashbacker, and we'll tell you more about him here in a moment. Eric Severson, who pitched pretty well the other night,
Coming in to pitch for
despite
21, Eric Severson.
the loss against Keyhigh, he will be in charge of putting out the fire here in the 6th inning. 1st and 2nd, nobody out. Warriors leading by a 4-2 margin. Derek Pashusta to the plate, grounded to 2nd in the 2nd, struck out swinging in the 4th, and Eric will start him with a strike, 0-1. Inning started with a Numedal infield hit. That was backed up by Schweinefuss getting hit by a pitch. Austin ended up throwing 96 pitches tonight, gave up 4 hits, 4 runs, all 4 earned. Pashusta tries to bunt and butts his way through it, and it's 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes on the Warrior designated hitter. Severson in his 3rd outing this season. 0-2 delivery, swung on, popped up, foul ball right side. It appears that Aaron Severson had a beat on it, but it lands just beyond the fence on the first base side between the home plate area and the Warrior dugout. So Pashusta still alive at no balls and 2 strikes. Eric, no record, a .350 ERA, 6 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. He also appeared for a third of an inning over at Mason City last Thursday night. Eric ready in the 0-2 offering, swung on and missed. A good curveball, and Pashusta down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. He's now 0 for 3. 1st and 2nd, 1 down. Trayton Jacobson will be the batter. Jacobson struck out looking in the 2nd and grounded to 2nd in the 4th. 4-2 lead for the Warriors. Runners at 1st and 2nd with 1 down here in the 6th. Severson delivers, and the pitch is behind him on a curveball as Jacobson was squaring to bunt. 1 ball, no strikes. Meyer, Carey, and Truin, the bottom third of the order, will be due up for Decorah in the 6th inning. One 0 delivery outside for 2 balls, no strikes from CV. Tall, thin left-hander. Stretch, look back at 2nd, and the 2-0 is low. And now it's 3 balls, no strikes, and you don't want to do that with the top of the order on deck. .3-0, outside corner for a strike, as Jacobson taking all the way. 3-1 the count. 3-1, swung on, popped up on the infield. Infield fly is called as Nimrod makes the catch at shortstop for the second out of the inning.
Infield fly rule, batter automatically out. Top of the order, Jared Schrader.
And 2 down and 2 on for Jared Schrader. Walked and scored in the first, hit by a pitch, scored in the third. Singled and scored in the fifth. He scored 3 of the 4 Warrior runs to this point. Warriors lead at 4-2 here in the sixth. Pitch, a strike, 0-1. Severson in for the sign from Kane. Has it. Comes set, looks at second twice. And the pitch just missed the outside edge, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners lead from their respective bases. And the pitch, that one sails high. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Schrader's been quite the table setter. Can he be the RBI producer here? As Schrader pops one up right side. Brady Dolly right side of the infield from his second base position will make the catch to retire the side. So, an infield hit. A hit batter and 2 runners left. Warriors have left 6 through 6. End of 5.5. It's 4-2. South Winn. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.net. Darren Swenson with the usual fine moral or immoral support, if you will, from Elliott Christian. Good to be back at the summer office, which is Owen Zach Field tonight for the home opener. South Winn leading Decorah by a 4-2 margin, and as the inning goes by, we will give you a bit of a game recap here. Warriors got on the board in the first inning as Bryton Meyer swings and fouls one up the third base side, rather. No balls and 1 strike. Meyer flew out to center in the second, struck out looking in the fourth. Warriors got Jared Schrader on with a walk in the first inning. He stole second. Romas got him home with a base hit to right. Hageman doubled Romas to third. Christian Clave got him home on a ground ball to short. Made it 2-0 after 1. Next pitch outside from Romas. 1 ball, 1 strike rather. A Clave suicide squeeze sacrifice bunt scored Schrader in the third inning to make it 3-0 as Meyer hit by the pitch. Bryton Meyer hit by the pitch. That's the second batter that
Third baseman Dustin Carey.
Romas has hit tonight to go along with 4 walks. Warriors got another in the 5th inning on another RBI ground out by Christian Clave. Decorah got 2 in the 5th inning as Carey looks at a strike, 0-1. A balk got 1 of the runs home. And an Austin Ashbacker sacrifice fly got the 2nd run home. Dustin Carey has walked and doubled in the 2nd and the 4th inning respectively. 0-1 well outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Meyer at first, nobody out. Carey representing the tying run at the plate. It is a 4-2 lead for South Winn here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pitch swung on, driven left field, but right at Jared Schrader. He'll make a 2-handed catch in medium depth left for the first out here in the 6th inning. One down. Runner at first. And Aaron Severson will be the batter. He will enter the game for Sean Truan, who was hitting for him.
Now batting 23, Aaron Severson.
Aaron bats for the first time tonight. Truan was 0 for 2 as Aaron bloops one out into left field. Schrader is after it. He dives. Does he get there? He does. Nice play out and left by Jared Schrader. And that's the second out of the inning. So 2 fly balls to Schrader. Has retired 2 batters in a row after Meyer reached on a hit by pitch to start the frame. So 2 down in the top of the order in Colin Nimrod. Nimrod looks at first pitch low, 1 ball, no strikes. Colin walked in the first, popped to second in the second, doubled to left, and scored in the 5th. 4-2 South Winn here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pitch ground ball to the right side. It's knocked down there by Romas. He'll throw on to first base, and that'll be that for the 6th inning. A hit by pitch, but nothing else. Vikes leave 1, and they have left a total of 8 tonight. We head to the 7th inning. It is South Winn leading Decorah 4-2. 4-2 South Winn as we go to the 7th inning. Warriors will look for some insurance against Eric Severson. On in relief of Austin Ashpacker, who threw the first 5+, gave up 4 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned. He ended up walking 3 and striking out 5.
Top of the 7th inning for the Warriors, Jordan Romas.
And Jordan Romas will be batting to start things here in the 7th. Home run cut, no contact from Romas. On an off-speed offering from Eric Severson, no balls, 1 strike. RBI single run scored in the 1st for Romas. He flew out to right in the 3rd and walked in the 5th. Another home run cut and no contact from Romas. And there is a no ball, 2 strike count on the starting pitcher for the Warriors. Severson delivers. Pitch swung on, foul back. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Warriors in the midst of 4 consecutive games against the Northeast Iowa Conference. They'll play Crestwood and Waverly on Saturday. Ground ball up the middle and a base hit. That one got by Severson. It was actually looped up the middle. It got by Severson and rolled up the middle, and Romas is on for the 3rd time tonight. Hits are now even at 5 in the game. Warriors have done a very good job of getting their first runner on. It's happened 5 times in 7 frames tonight, and in 3 of the previous 4, they have scored that leadoff runner. The batter is Ryan Hageman. Flat-footed move to first base by Severson, and back to the bag diving is Romas. Hageman doubled to left in the 1st, walked in the 3rd, and struck out swinging in the 5th. Hits even at 5, errors even at 1. Warriors up by a 4-2 margin. Hageman squaring to bunt. Charging at 3rd is Carey. Hageman bunts. Severson fields. He'll throw to second base. Gets the lead runner. Throw to first base. Not in time. Severson to Nimrod to retire Romas. Hageman beat the return throw to first from Cowan. So a runner at first and 1 down. And Christian Clave will bat for the Warriors. He's knocked in a run in each of his previous 3 at-bats. A ground out in the 1st, a suicide squeeze sacrifice in the 3rd, and another ground out in the 5th. The move to first base, and Hageman back to the bag diving. Decorah will have hitters 2, 3, and 4 due. In inning number 7. Runner goes, pitch swung on, a ground ball to the left side, gets by Severson, field by Carey, but he won't have a play. Warriors put on a little hit and run there. Clave does a good job in protecting, and because of that, doesn't make solid contact, but
brings up Andre Walls.
A good job of hitting it where they ain't. And Andre Walls will be the batter for South Winn. First and second with one down, and Walls looks at a strike, 0-1. Walls facing Severson for the first time. Struck out in the first and the third, grounded to second in the fifth. Severson with a look back at second, a second look at second in the 0-1 offering. Swung on, popped up, shallow left. Coming in a few steps is Cole Sweska, and he will make the catch for the second out of the inning. So 2 down, runners at first and second. And Tyler Numedal
third baseman
will step in for South Winn. He's 1 for 3. 4-2 Warriors. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Been a pretty decent baseball game here in Decorah tonight. And the first offering from Severson, a slow breaking ball swung on and missed on the inside portion of the plate, 0-1. Nubadal ground ball back to the pitcher in the first. He grounded to short in the third and got an infield hit in the sixth. Severson facing his 8th man since coming on in relief of Austin Ashbacker, and the pitch in there for a strike. It's 0-2. Austin 5+. 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned. 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. Severson trying to give the offense a chance in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Eric Reddy, 0-2 offering. Breaking ball swung on and fouled at the plate. Kane couldn't hang on to the foul tip. Slammed his glove down twice in a little bit of frustration. No balls, 2 strikes. The count remains on Tyler Numedal. Off of second, Ryan Hageman. Off of first is Christian Clave, and the pitch goes high from Severson. Didn't quite get the follow through on the breaking ball that time, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Severson set, and the 1-2 offering swung on a fly ball into right. Brighton Meyer is after it, and he will make the catch to retire the side. 2 hits, 2 left. Warriors have left 8 tonight. 6.5 done. And the Vikings will have Hovden, Kane, and Ashbacker up here in the 7th inning to face Jordan Romas. Romas hasn't been A+ tonight, but he's battled well enough, giving up 5 hits. 2 runs, both earned. He struggled a bit control-wise tonight. 3 walks, 2 hit batsmen. But he has made the key pitch when it counts, and timely hitting continues to be a concern for Decorah. They have left 8 runners on tonight. And 5 of the 8 have been left in scoring position. It'll be Hovden, Kane, and Ashbacker here in the 7th for the Vikings. Vikings with 4 more games this week. 2 Friday night at Crestwood. Then 2 Saturday. Their only Saturday date, at least scheduled-wise, this season. Be Osage and Cascade.
For the Vikings, 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up, starting with
Decorah, Osage at 10, Cascade, and Osage at. After that, the day will end with Decorah and Cascade. Jake Hovden bunts up the third base side, charging his Numedal. He'll pick it up. He'll throw to first base. The throw will be wild. Hovden would have beat it out anyway. Jake wisely stays put at first base. And Hovden on to lead things off here in the 7th inning. And Kyle Kane will come to the plate representing the tying run. He's been on base every time tonight. Walked in the first, doubled to left in the third, singled to left in the fifth. He'll look at a strike from Romas. No balls, 1 strike to count. Hovden will lead at first base. Romas comes set. 0-1 offering, low and in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike as Romas about ready to throw pitch number 100. Vikes got their 2 runs back in the 5th inning. 1 on a balk, 1 on an Ashbacker sacrifice fly. 1-1 outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody warming up for the Warriors in the bullpen. Romas gets the sign from Clave. The 2-1 delivery outside again. It's now 3 balls, 1 strike. Guess I didn't notice if anyone was warming up in between innings for South Winn. If any of the fielders would be ready to go. 3 balls, 1 strike, the count on Kane. Romas delivers, pitch taking a strike, throw down to second base. A good one, but not in time to get Hovden. So Jake steals second after the bunt single. It's 3-2 on Kyle Kane. Kyle struggled last night with the stick, but has been on base all 3 times tonight. 2 for 2 with a walk. Vikes trail by 2. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Romas comes set, looks back at second, and the pitch swung on, hammered towards right center field. After it is Trayton Jacobson. He will make the catch. Hovden was off the bag and couldn't tag at second base. Kyle gave it a ride. Jacobson there to make the play. And Hovden was tagging, and a moment before Jacobson made the catch, he inched off the bag. Had they appealed it, it would have been an out. So Jake was forced to sit at second base. Ashbacker will be the batter. Hit by a pitch in the first, struck out looking in the third, a sacrifice fly in the fifth. And Ashbacker now is batting for Eric Severson. So technically, I believe this is a re-entry. And the pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. And actually, I think what they did was put Eric in the DH position, and then Ashbacker stayed in the game. He's got to be either the DH or a re-entry here. The pitch goes high. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Austin officially 0 for 1, got his 4th RBI earlier tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Romas, couple of looks back at second, and the 1-1 outside to the baby pole. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Austin would be on the hook for the loss if the score stays put. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. 2-1 swung on, hammered towards left center field. After that one is Jacobson, and he can't make the catch in left center field. It dropped out of his glove. Ashbacker will get a sliding double. Hovden will score. It's a 4-3 ball game, and the tying run out at second base for Decorah. So Ashbacker with his 2nd RBI on the double. He now has 5 on the season. Ashbacker will get run for by Andy Sinkink. Cole Sweska will come to the plate. A 4-3 lead for South Winn, as things all of a sudden have gotten that much more interesting here in the 7th. Sweska is 0 for 3. Struck out swinging in the first, fly to left in the third, struck out looking in the fifth. Sinkink with the lead at second base. Romas in for the sign from Clave. Comes set, looks back at second. Pitch to Cole outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Vikes now out hitting South Winn by a 7-6 margin. 1-0. Swung on a looper out into right center field. After it is the center fielder Jacobson. He can't get there. Now trying to make third base is Sinkink. He is going to be out at third. That landed in front of Jacobson out in right center field. After it landed, Sinkink tried to advance to third base. He might have been being sent by Coach O by the way he's talking to him, but a big out there. And all of a sudden the Vikes down to their final hope, and it's Brady Dolly. Dolly 0 for 3 on the night. Romas delivers the pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. And Coach O handled that well. Just a little learning moment for Andy Sinkink. With that ball being in right center field, that's why a third base coach is there to help you. The 1-0 taken low. 2 balls, no strikes. Dolly popped to second in the first, struck out swinging in the fourth, and bounced into a force play to end the fifth. 2-0 the count and the pitch. Swinging a foul back. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Romas comes set. 2-1 delivery high to Dolly. It's 3-1. Brighton Meyer in the on-deck circle. Since Sinkink ran for Ashbacker, I noticed Colin Nimrod was warming up in the bullpen. So if there is an 8th inning, Colin Nimrod might be your pitcher. 3 balls, 1 strike to Dolly. The pitch outside corner taken for a strike, and it's 3-2. So Cole will be on the move. With his speed, anything into the gap, in all likelihood, would mean a tie ball game. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, 7th inning, 4-3 South Winn. Romas delivers the pitch low for ball 4. So the drama continues here in the 7th inning. Tying run at second, winning run at first. Brighton Meyer will be the batter. Meyer flew out to center in the second, struck out looking in the fourth, and hit by a pitch in the 6th inning. Away from second, Sweska. Away from first is Dolly, and the pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Warriors not paying a lot of attention to the base runners here. Just taking the attitude of getting the batter and getting out of this thing. 0-1. Low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dustin Carey in the on-deck circle for Decorah. 4-3 South Winn. We play at the bottom of the 7th inning. Been a good ball game here in Decorah. 1-1. Swing and a foul away. And now Jordan Romas 1 strike away from getting out of this one with a victory and keeping his team undefeated. One ball, 2 strikes. Runners at first and second with 2 down. Vikes trail by 1. The 1-2. Curveball taken for strike 3. And South Winn stays unbeaten with a 4-3 victory over Decorah. 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, 8 left for South Winn. 3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error, and the Vikings end up leaving 10 runners on once again tonight. The winning pitcher, Jordan Romas, gives up 8 hits, walks 4, hits 2, but ends up striking out 7, including the last batter. The losing pitcher, Austin Ashbacker. So South Winn goes to 6-0 on the season, and Decorah drops to 2-4. Many people to thank for making the broadcast possible. First and foremost, our advertisers, the good sports-minded people who helped us bring the game wherever you were tonight. Without their help, this coverage is not possible. So as always, we encourage you to support the businesses who support local high school sports. And lastly, and most importantly, we thank you, that's right, you the listener, for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast and our coverage of Decorah and South Winn tonight. The Warriors beat the Vikings by a 4-3 margin. We'll have Decorah softball on the air tomorrow night. Decorah will take on Owine in a Northeast Iowa Conference doubleheader from Decorah. Our coverage will begin at 5:50. Baseball again Friday night from Cresco, as Decorah will take on Crestwood. Our coverage will begin at 5:20 for that one and the conference doubleheaders. So, for our entire KDEC sports team, for the moral or immoral support of Elliott Christian, I'm Darren Swenson saying so long from Olensack Field. Warriors beat the Vikings tonight by a 4-2 margin. Thanks a bunch for tuning in. We'll talk to you again tomorrow night.
Hey, I don't know if you stopped it.